Okay, art and good news for May 10th, 2025. I feel like the word cube comes up a lot in Inktober prompts. That said, this time when I was working on this one, I clearly had refreshing drinks on the brain. As the weather continues to warm in the Northern Hemisphere, this art seemed appropriate for the weather coming our way. Do any of you put umbrellas in your drinks? From Smithsonian Magazine, there is a fruit detective you all need to read about. In Italy, which is still a top pear producer, there are only 4 primary varieties of pears that make up most of its production. There were once thousands of varieties, and this is a massive loss of biodiversity and resilience. However, a woman in Italy is working to rescue that lost biodiversity using Renaissance art to research and help rediscover these lost varieties of fruit. From MassLive, we're talking millionaires, people. When Massachusetts implemented a wealth tax on residents earning over $1 million in 2022, it was firmly believed to be a detriment to the economy that would cause a mass exodus of the wealthiest in the state. It seems, however, that a few years into this tax, it is not causing the exodus that was expected. While there are some that have left due to the tax, the state is not seeing as much loss of population. This data also suggests that the wealth numbers of residents who make that 1 million required to trigger to the state tax have actually grown by 35%. From reasons to be sorry everybody. From reasons to be cheerful, we have an LA River kayaker on a mission to renaturalize the LA River, which has been a concrete bed since the 1930s. And despite many different and costly plans to change that, it's still mostly a concrete jungle there. Melanie Winter, who is a longtime advocate for the river, sees a less costly and more effective solution in creative rewilding of the riverbed. The effort, LA Water Initiative, has a plan that would cost about $5,200 per homeowner and would have massive air quality, temperature, and water conservation benefits. Having a day, people, where I am just not getting my words out. Sorry, everybody. And finally, if you have time to check out a TED Talk, I've got the links in my description of my video. TED has a young scientist talking about ways to make clean water easily available for a low cost, which could be life-changing for people in India and other rural nations, but really could just benefit us all because clean water is really a right that everyone needs. People, keep looking out for the good news, and I will see you next week with probably some creative failures. I don't know if I'm going to have a video to go along with that, but it will definitely be over on my blog or Substack. Subscribe below, click that little bell, and hopefully I'll be back with more good news soon. Bye-bye.